All right. Good evening. I hope that I noticed. I went over to Discord and no one was there. Great. Let's just. I mean, the quicker we just start transitioning, the better, right? Like the whole point of this week is just to kind of be migrating. I'm assuming that most of our active group has already started to make the migration. New folks are coming in this way. um so I'm good if we even just start to say, hey, let's meet on Circle. And then what Glenn and I will do is pop in to those rooms and just sort of check to make sure no one's there by themselves and be like, hey, we're over in Circle. So yeah, I was reading through some comments, and it seems as if it went well. I'm hoping as we transition. I thought there was about 9 or 10 folk. We'll see if maybe some of those are just going to stick with the beginner session. I'm calling this the open session. I'm going to change my slides. The open session. So beginner is, it's limited to make sure that new folks feel pretty comfortable with it. And then the this session will be the open session. It's just kind of, if you're a beginner, I'd still come because we're still going to just do, you just may find yourself lost in an option strategy here or there where you're like, I'm not sure what they're doing, but all right, we'll catch up. That would be my advice. So welcome, everybody. I'm giving it just a couple minutes. You can see my start time is approximately 8:50. I'm trying to decide what to do with these. As far as I think, rather than formally record them like I am the other ones where they're on the inside structure, I'm going to continue having Glenn and I just record them and put them into the YouTube environment and post the links. Does that seem reasonable? I don't want to bog down. We have a limited number of hours in the way that we can do streaming recordings and recording postings. And so I really want to keep that clean. So I think I'm going to use YouTube for that. So give me your thoughts if you feel like that would be a good solution. Also, let me know if you can hear me, see the screen. Let's get good interaction going if possible. Yes, awesome. All right, beautiful. Well, let's just get started. Welcome to the Market Watch Group Trading Foundations Working Sessions Open Session. Circle ended the previous session and booted everyone out. Yeah, so we may even put like 15 minutes in between the two. I don't know, just so that there's a break. So Glenn hosts one session, I host the other. They're completely separate things now. So yeah, have sound in sight. Good archive. Okay, good. Well, for anyone who's new or relatively new, so I know William's pretty new. Welcome. Good to have everybody out. Welcome to the working sessions. Here's the disclaimers. This is for education, illustrative purposes only. No advice, no recommendations. We're not brokers. We're not advisors. Let's go take a look at the platform. We have a few things that we wanted to do. First and foremost, how's everybody's trading going? A little bit of a pullback in the market, which we had kind of been preparing for. So nothing wrong here. Here's what I would say: if anyone is in the Walmart, let me get this set up. I'm gonna do. Did Glenn do Traders Minute? I was like, I completely forgot to do mine last time. I knew we would struggle, so I'm gonna do mine now. Okay. Yes, he did. Went to a survey. Circle took you to a survey? I'm curious about that. Okay, let me do mine. I've got to get my timer ready. My trader minute today is going to be about, you reminded him, Sandy, hello. Why are you giving Glenn reminders and not me? Clearly, I struggle with ADD issues. I acknowledge it. I need a little bit of help from my friends. Okay. Traders Minute, Walmart, bull call spread. Let me make sure I have this. I'm gonna bring this into it a little bit. Hold on. There's my risk profile. Let me zoom in a little. Let's get the chart back. The minute snippets, I do too. Okay. Walmart, bull call spread analysis. Ready, go. Okay. Walmart. We initiated this trade over a week ago. Back here on the 1st of October, we put on a bull call spread. Remember, that spread is good to this point. I'm going to let this go a little bit longer as I try to get near max gain. If I show you what this trade looks like, max gain is up in this area. So if we go a little higher, if it takes a little longer, either one of those situations is going to put me at maximum gain. However, I am also now getting close to 80 to 90% profitability. So if you wanted, you could set a limit order to take all of the profit but 10%. If you get 90, you're done. If not, you can continue to push. That's what I'm looking to do with this one. So I'm likely to put that order in at 90% tomorrow. Otherwise, let's ride to the end of the week. Oh, got it done in under a minute. Is anyone still in this one with me? This bull call spread? Let me know. Did you start taking some profits? You might have already put in. I was noticing we got to 80% today, 85%. So if you put in 80, you might have got it. And here's the thing. I recognize clearly that tomorrow on a down day, I might end up sweating a little on this trade. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. Let me know. Okay, let's talk about where we are this week then. You guys are quiet tonight. It was all chatty with Glenn, and then everyone's quiet. Making me a little self-conscious. Miguel's in. Love it. Okay. We snuck the analysis in. What did you think of the analysis? 90%? I mean, we can't go wrong at 90%, right? SPY is hitting some resistance. You can see our stochastics pinching, starting to roll over here. Yeah. If this were to make a pullback over the next 2-3 days down here towards this level, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, the market's selling off. I'd be like, yeah, this is pulling back towards us. Right now, the thought process here is flag. There's our support level. That's a little too fat. Let me change thickness. Then we have a pull, and now we have this price action starting to develop. Well, I think flag for 3, maybe 4 days. So we're kind of watching for, does it break out of this thing here as it starts to pull back? If it goes longer than that, then I'm thinking pullback, and that puts me here, right? Pullback. Pullback and flag aren't that different. It's just that with the flag, I kind of have to ignore that I'm up here. I can't be like, oh, the stochastics is overbought. Yeah, if you trade a flag, it's going to be overbought in the stochastics. That's just sort of how it works, right? Or has that tendency. If it pulls back into this part, then we're more likely to see this thing come down. Maybe it's a higher stochastics low, and then we're going to see something like this. And okay, great. Any of that's fine. Our posture increased considerably, but that's our market posture. That's not our trading posture. Our trading posture didn't increase. It's not like our market posture increased. So we're like, let's put on 18 trades on Monday or Tuesday. It says, hey, this thing is opening up. We want to be ready to take more trades organically as they come. I'm not here to force trades. I'm here to take trades as they come. If the general market is just gone up for 6 out of 7 days and is now hitting some resistance, well, yeah, at this point, what do we think is more likely to happen? Okay. Could still have some runs. Let's see. Okay. As far as our market posture goes, we had a pause day yesterday. Even if it had volume, which it didn't. Even if it had volume, it would have been a wash. It would have been a tie. Nothing happened. Today we sold off by 0.3 and we had average volume. Average is 42.26. We had 43. So it was like 750,000 more. What do we need? At least 5%. So we need like 2.1 million more. We didn't have it. That's not an above average volume day. We don't look at that and think, oh, the sellers. Nope. That's just a normal run-of-the-mill market day with a little bit of downside. You can see it didn't even hold the low, right? Let's go look at the VIX for today. And the VIX is still just kind of grinding down against the low down here. Do I expect there to be a little bit of an upswing? Yes. What kind of a trade might I be thinking about here? I'm thinking about a calendar spread. Now, this is why we can do this in the open session, because a calendar spread is not a basic option. It's a fairly advanced option strategy. If you're new at options, it would be a great time to be like, hey, you got something new? Let's paper trade it. But it is a good trade. It capitalizes on low implied volatility, which you can see, well, not on the VIX, but on the SPY. This is the implied volatility. Yeah, I'm still looking at this thinking that there's a very good chance we have a pullback. Then we get to assess what that pullback, what the implications are of that pullback, and then we can have a better sense going forward. So one of the things we mentioned on Sunday in preparation for that was a search, right? Let's search. Let's run through a few searches to boost our watch list. Let me just see here. Welcome, Dan. I don't know if I've ever said welcome before. I know you're newish, but if this is my first time saying hello, I sometimes forget. I mentioned ADD. Anyway, it's good to have you. Here's what I want to do. Let me pull this over here. My endless, it warned you about these endless mirrors. That's okay. That's okay. I want to go to show something here. If you're new and you went into the mic or to the welcome page, it could not find the room. Give me something here. Okay. This tab is sharing your screen. Let's go home. Now, if you go to I completely lost my train of thought now. Trade alerts. Oh, yes, links. I'm like, what was I going to do? Searching. Here in the links, you have all of our various Fed watch, major market analysis, sector rotation. This one here is our basic bullish search. So if you come in and just click this right here, this will run the exact search that I'm doing right now. Let me keep the chat in another place. So when you click that link, it runs you in here to the basic bullish search. And there is, let me just make sure. Okay. What is the basic bullish search? Price over $10, over 2 million shares per day, optionable and shortable. It's not a complex search, I'll tell you that. Over the 50-day moving average, over the 200-day moving average. That's it. What does that mean? We want it in an uptrend. We want it to have good volume, and we want it to be in the right sector. That's what's not in here now, is the sector. So right now, we say that we're very bullish. And we run this search, and if you look over here, 333, quite a good number of stocks meet that criteria right now. Great. Good, meaning if you're like, hey, I'm really bullish, and like 50 stocks show up, you've got to be like, wait a second, why are there not very many stocks showing up if I'm this bullish? There's plenty, but there's too many. So what do we need to do? We said we're going to go... We're going to go one sector at a time through all 5 growth sectors to try to find some new stocks. So what are our 5 growth sectors? Communication services, financials, industrials, technology, and consumer cyclical. I jumped right over past it. So let's start right there at communication services. Now you'll notice I've got 20 stocks that meet the criteria here. I'm still going to go one group at a time just to see who compares with who. What do I mean by that? Up here in the industry, I've got just like these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only want to look at these to be like, okay, you know, who do I have from these different industry groups? Tegna Broadcasting. This looks pretty good actually. I don't think it has a ton of volume, but you can see it had a big breakout. It's pulling back now. I'm going to put it on. Now, some of these we're going to put on our list. We're going to watch them for a little bit, and we're going to be like, you know what? I don't love it, and we'll get rid of it. That's fine. We're just starting off. One of the things we'll need to do is go through these and look at the options to make sure they have good volume, although this is only a $18 stock. This might be one that you would consider for a stock trade because it wouldn't tie up as much capital. Let's keep going. Electronic gaming. I've got Bilibili Inc. ADR from China, kind of in a big, broad triangle pattern. And I've got Roblox. My kids used to play Roblox, but I hear it's still quite popular. You can see that it's gapped up, probably had good earnings. Now it's making a new high. Would this be interesting on a pullback? I say maybe. What do you guys think? Do we accept this at least initially to see if we get that pullback after that breakout? That's what we're doing here. Is just kind of thinking, do we want to buff out this watch list a little bit more so that we have more opportunities? Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to keep going. Entertainment, I put it on my list. You don't have to put it on yours. Now, this is a bigger one. You can see now we have 7 of these. We already have Netflix, and Netflix looks fantastic. Fox. Oh, look at Fox. Fox looks fantastic. I'm assuming that this will do well in the current the new coming administration. That's a nice, strong trend. Absolutely goes on our list. NWSA, News Corp, really kind of lackluster. It's like, meandering around. That's not for me. Cinemark. Okay. The movies. That looks reasonable. I'd be interested in trading that on a pullback. Let's put CNK. Remember what we said? We said 5 to 7 per group. We've already got 4. I don't really care for Paramount. I don't really care for Roku. Endeavor Group Holdings, EDR. I think that looks viable as well. You can see it can go flat for very extended periods of time. Overall, it's trending up, but it's got one good swing here and one good swing here, and that's over a 9-month period. So I'm going to leave that for now. We've got 4 or 3 from this group that are strong. Watching the Cinemark already. Love it. Good. Let's keep going. Entertainment content. Reddit. Look at Reddit having a big breakout. Let's put Reddit on the list. That one is brand new. Upwork seems to be doing pretty well. Let's put Upwork on the list. Zillow, back in business again. Zillow was a big post-pandemic stock. Google's on our list already. Meta's on our list already. DoorDash. It's a high flyer. I mean, it's I don't know. It's kind of not a real good swing candidate, I don't think. I'm going to just put those 3 up: Reddit, Upwork, and Zillow. We already have a couple of those. Let me know your thoughts. Let's keep going. Any publishers that we want to be aware of? Nothing there. Telecom. I thought we saw something in telecom. All right. There's Comcast. There's AT&T. And there's T-Mobile. T-Mobile's looking a little parabolic. I mean, it has some momentum, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Put one of these on? Leave them alone? Ugh. Is T-Mobile going to be tradable? I guess we'll see. I'm going to leave it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Arguably, you could take one of these. If I did, I'd probably take T-Mobile. Actually, let's put it on. TMUS. It's kind of a high flyer right now, but okay, what the hell. 1 sector down. That's it. We don't need... You didn't sign up for the market search group. Nobody's here to become a searcher. You're here to become a trader. Searching is just one necessary component of what we're doing. I don't want to bog down. I want to build my watch list. Normally we would do this on Sundays, but because we don't have time, we kick it to Tuesdays. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the next one. Consumer cyclical. I'm very interested in that. 34. Let's start at the top. Apparel manufacturing. What do we have? Children's Place, really kind of lackluster. VFC, VF Corp. I don't know what this is. It's got some momentum. You can see it's gone from 12 to 22. It's pulling back. Yeah, let's give it a look. The options may be a little bit lackluster, but we can at least see. Apparel retail. We've got a couple here. Victoria's Secret on a strong run up. TJ Maxx had some strength, pulled back, just broke out. Honestly, I'd take either one of those. Victoria's Secret is they're both look pretty solid. Let's put them both and see if they weed themselves out organically. I said the other day I'd be willing to have my watch list up near 100. We're only around 60 right now. There's room for 40. We're searching 4 groups. Do the math. We're on point and still gonna be underneath it. Let's go to auto manufacturers first. I don't like that BWA anyway, so I'm gonna skip that. Tesla's already on our list, looking strong. Look at General Motors. I'm putting GM on the list. We had Ford a while ago. XPENG, XPeng. This is I believe it's an EV maker out of China. I mean, it could be a lot easier to afford than Tesla. again, we can give it a look-see and just see if it holds up or if it starts to fall apart. Auto parts, no. Auto and truck dealerships. Carvana. I don't know. You can see it's not really a good swing candidate. Now it's looking a little overextended. I'm going to pass. Department stores. Nordstrom's pretty flat. I'm going to pass. Footwear and accessories. And it's your watch list. If you find something you like, put it on. No, I'm not trying to have a huge retail list. That's for sure. I'm willing to add some candidates. Nothing in furnishings. Let's go gambling. DraftKings. Flutter Entertainment. Oh, interesting. Neither of those are particularly interesting to me. We have Home Depot on our list. Lowe's looks identical, so one's fine. Internet retail. Chewy, Cart. We have Amazon. I don't know what this is. Maple Bear. Sea Limited. Chewy. This SE, Singapore looks pretty reasonable. Let's put that on our list. You might like this Cart. I'm a little worried about the options. I don't know. Maybe they're pretty good. Let's give it a look-see. Let's put that on too. Cart. Yeah, there's some good stocks that we're finding that are worth looking at. Nothing in leisure. Lodging. I got to start to speed up. We won't get through all 5 of these luxury goods. TPR. Not a lot of signals right now. Caterpillar. What did you think? Anyone notice that? I thought Caterpillar looked like it was setting up. Just trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here as we go through. Nothing in TPR. Anyone have ooh, look at International Paper and SW. Both of these. Smurfit Westrock. IP, definitely. Look at IP. Who says you don't use paper anymore? Long live Dunder Mifflin. Personal services. No. Recreational vehicles. No. Residential construction. No home builders right now. Resorts and casinos. Nope, I missed it. Resorts and casinos. Nah, neither of those are super compelling. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. VFC, VSCO, TJX, GM, XPEV, SE, CART, IP. Let's do another one. I'm having fun. Is this good? Is this worth running to get your search game a little stronger? The search game should be fast more than it is like you think you're going to run this perfect search to find one stock and a light will come shining down and you'll hear the angels sing. Oh. That's only happened once for me. Once. Wait, no. Not yet. Thinking of something different. Okay, let's do technology. We're skipping around a little bit. We'll come back to industrials. And we'll come back. Look at AppLovin. Oh, we've had that. Love it. MSTR. Didn't we just add that? Sandy mentioned that to us. I'm going to write it down just in case I didn't, but she mentioned MicroStrategy to us. A lot of high flyers going on in here. PLTR, our most favorite of favorites. Waiting for a pullback, though. Waiting for pullbacks across Toast Software. Good volume. Why not? Let's add it to the list. That's a fun name. Not a. I mean, look at Lyft. I don't know. Any others that you want to flag for me? Semiconductors, Astera Labs. That's got some strength. Twilio. I saw someone mention Twilio. It's strong. You're just way overextended. Do you like it on the pullback? Let's go through one group at a time. Let's be fast. I was kind of jumping the gun here. Sorry. Cisco. I believe I just added Cisco. Did I not? I did. I just added Cisco. No need there. That's a strong one. I like that. Let's keep going. Computer hardware. IONQ. I mean, that's a shark frenzy. Do you think it has more left in it? It went from 10 to 25. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it on shark frenzies right now. Let's just keep going here. Consumer electronics. Sony, feels a little lackluster. Electronic components. CLS, that's quite strong. Flex, I like both of those. I'm gonna put them on my list. I'm gonna have to put out an updated. I'm gonna have to update the watch list for sure. A lot of good stuff coming on. Why do I want this? Because we're a 6. I expect to be a 6 for months. If I'm not, then I'm not. I can't expect it after the fact. I've got to be ready now. I've got to have my watch list ready for more trading now. If I'm going to trade more, I've got to be ready to trade more. Fizz we have. I haven't traded Cognizant Technology for a long time. Fiserv, that's a mover. ACN, let's put Fiserv on our list. FI. Yeah, I feel like we're a little late. We could have had a few of these on our list already. None of this is new. We need to up our search game, I've decided. We have that already on our list. Coherent. Semiconductor equipment, nothing in there. Semiconductors. We have TSM. We have NVIDIA. Marvell maybe coming back on. There's this A-Lab keeps showing up. We traded AVGO not long ago. Marvell looks okay. I think TSM and NVIDIA are good to have for now. Software application. Okay, we have AppLovin. We have MicroStrategy. Shopify starting to move again. We put Zoom on our list. There's DocuSign. I mean, all the old pandemic stocks are all of a sudden on huge moves again. I don't know. Is this sustainable on these things? What's going on with them? We added a couple. That seems a little overblown, if you ask me. PLTR, Toast, and Twilio on the list. Twilio will be new. CrowdStrike, there's some things in here. I think we added Oracle. We have Microsoft. Okay. Anything in solar, and then we'll keep going. Okay. Nope. Let's go to industrials, and we'll end with financials. 28 in industrials. Oh, there's some high flyers in here for sure. Let's go one at a time. Aerospace and defense. We have GE Vernova. I guess that's not really the same. Rocket Lab. Yeah, let's put it on. Let's put it on. RKLB. We already have RTX, I believe. HWM. I like HWM as well. Let's put it on. Airlines. Ooh. Delta or United? Take your pick. Anyone have a preference? Let's go Delta. Airports and air services. Nothing there. Building products. We have JCI already. We like it. We're waiting for a pullback. Business equipment. Nothing there. Conglomerates. Honeywell. MDU Resources. Nah. Neither of those are that interesting. Consulting. Nothing there. I want you to recognize that we're going to get at least four sectors, 4 of 5 growth sectors in under 30 minutes or about 30 minutes. Searching should not be ever a large part of what you're doing. VRT. Yeah, I think VRT looks pretty good. Let's put it on the list. Doesn't Delta always let us down? Does it? I mean, probably. That sounds familiar. Engineering and construction, no. Farm and heavy duty machinery. There's Caterpillar. Picard, Okay. Industrial distribution. Fastenal, we have it. We love it. Infrastructure operations. Searching is fun. I mean, I guess if you enjoy it, you know. Too often I see people, whoops, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want that. Sorry. Optionable and shortable. And they spend way too much time searching because they're like, if I build the perfect watch list, there is no perfect watch list. There's no perfect stock. There's just stocks. Integrated freight, no. Lot of groups in here that won't have much. Marine shipping, no. Oh, Zim, yeah, it's no good. That's no good. Metal fabrication. No. Pollution and treatment. Railroads. How are the railroads looking? No. Rental and leasing. No. Specialty. EMR. Emerson Electric. New Scale. Gates. I don't know. Nothing. I mean, there's some momentum here, but which one would we try to trade? I'm going to leave it off. Tools and accessories. Trucking. Well, we got 4 from industrials. We got 4. Let's go to financials. What do I think the rest of this week? Well, let's go take a quick peek at the futures. Let's take a little bit of the look at the futures. Okay, you can see we're still coming down a little bit, flagging, possibly pulling, possibly consolidating. Great. That fits. That fits. If it pulls back another day or two and then sets up for later in this week, that's fine. That's fantastic. We like that. That gives us some opportunity. So when I say I like Caterpillar in the fact that it's pulled back for 4 days. It's in a higher low position. It's pulling back, but it's not set up. There's no real setups for me yet. Managing, watching, not a lot to pull the trigger on just yet, except maybe a neutral trade, which is the SPY trade. That is one that I'm going to look to put out, probably out as an alert. And so if you don't know what to do with it, don't trade it live. Trade it on paper. That's my advice. Okay. Last couple of minutes real quickly here. We've got over 100. That's because this includes ETFs. If I only look at stocks and no ETFs, there's actually only 55. We just don't have time to get through 55, right? Going through all of these. So let's make that the challenge. Everybody run through financials tomorrow morning. Bring your best 3, and we'll add some financials from the group. Yeah, make work. So yeah, hopefully you're managing and closing any existing trades, protecting profits. You're watching the list to see what's starting to set up. Make sure your watch list is nice and filled. Make sure that your record keeping's in place. Don't be like, oh, we said we're bullish and now the market just paused for a couple. Yeah, of course it did. Look where we were. Of course it did. Questions, comments, concerns. We got 4 out of 5, and how many did we get? We got 8. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 new stocks out of 4 sectors to add to our list. That will make it easier for us to potentially find some trades. All right. Well, good stuff, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I will be on tomorrow morning, the usual time. 9:15 before market open. Join me for that. Let's meet on Circle. And if possible, I'll sweep everybody over from Discord and we'll just start making that transition now. And then by next week, there's just going to be messages all over Discord that say it's too late. You need to come to Circle. I love Circle. I think it's been amazing so far. Look for that. I'm filming some tutorial videos, just some tours of like what's where, how do you get the most out of it. I'm going to get that new member course up that just kind of walks through it all. Looking for an alert to come out, I would say tomorrow morning. And other than that, have a great rest of your night. Thank you all, as always. Happy trading. I'm like, I need another vacation from one day. No.